Namaste, Soul Family, Starseeds, and Galactic Soul Genetics. Welcome to my channel, Indigo Angel. I just want to thank you for your love and your support. I'm going to be doing an energetic update for the time cell of August 23rd through September 19th. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel. And so my September energy update will be based off of the Mayan calendar, also incorporating some Greek and pagan holidays, as I do feel these time cells combined simultaneously, interwovenly, interdimensionally combined, encompassing the truest nature of the fourth dimensional activated light body human. When we've expanded into galactic quantum perceptions, we're essentially holding these fourth and fifth dimensional states predominantly in our waking states. We're kind of like in dream walking states a lot, actually. We're aligning to essentially like the 13 tones of creation. So this is amplifying time, as I've talked about in some of my other videos, and having us become more heightened awareness in identifying the Gregorian calendar and the 12 dimensions of physical matter. So we're essentially seeing the linear structuralization, implantation, but not living there inside. We're truly living in constant simultaneous cycles, internal quantum energy fluxes in the physical body, planetary influences, soul genetic influences. So this would be starseeds, your galactic origins, Arcturian, Sirian, Pleiadian, Orion, Lyran, Andromedan, blue avians, specific types of reptilians, Dracos, the dragons, like however you're identifying with your galactic origins. And once you come to expand to embody the entire universe, you at some point in your journey will align to all galactic starseed origins and embody the mission as you align more to your soul purpose and get in mission. But that's kind of like an entire other video. But so essentially we are aligning to the 13 tones of creation energy that Gaia holds within. And we're linking up to her creation energy. So these 13 tones, and it's kind of like being hyper-tuned to multidimensional awareness of the 7th dimensional chakra body, the I Am Presence, and expanded all the way to activation of the 22 dimensional chakra system. So once you have heart consciousness expansion, I've always believed essentially you are activated all dimensions. It's just what you can filter through to perceive, and we can only perceive source in like small, it can only be integrated so quickly, like in so many perceptions, because it has to come through a cyclical dualistic nature. It actually comes through all the tones. It can even take like a whole 13-day cycle or an entire wave spell to actually like perceive something from the subconscious, because you bring it through all 13 tones. But that's really getting into those details of that. But essentially it's galactic time, and the system of galactic time provides a totally different magical way to relate to the orbit around the sun. So rather than beginning the year on January 1st, the galactic new year is always July 26th. And this date corresponds to the heliacal rising of the star Sirius, giving us a galactic reference point to orient the beginning of our yearly journey. So instead of 12 uneven months, the 365 days of the year are divided evenly into 13 months of 28 days each, which is the ancient and harmonic way to measure our orbit around the sun. So 13 times 28 equals 364 to complete the yearly cycle of 365 days. So we have the 13 months or moons of the year, and they correspond to and are named after the 13 galactic tones of creation. And this is the fractal nature of galactic time. So just as the 13 tones form a 13-day WaveSpell cycle, so the 13 tones form a 13-moon WaveSpell cycle in which every tone is energized for 28 days. Really, I feel aligning to our truest nature. And the 13 tones represent nature's creative process, experienced as an unfolding spiral of time. In this way, the entire year is conceived as a spiral journey. Each 28-day cycle is enlivened by a specific tone of creation and holds a distinct place in the unfolding creative process of the year. Essentially by contemplating the tone of each month as a guide, we can understand our annual journey much more profoundly. Each 28-day cycle invites us to reflect on the subtle and direct meanings encoded into its specific time keys. Each month comes alive as we awaken to these creative focal points in unity with people all around the world who also are time traveling through the spiral of the 13-moon year. So this is a call to the bird tribes. This is a call to the time travelers. So specifically about the month of September, it is going to be all about illuminated polarization. Everything is going to be very visible in these energies, as many are having immense fluxes in the body, integration of photonic light through the cycles. It exacerbates any distortions that we hold inside ourselves, any separation, any lack, any density, any duality, any polarity, and it's just being like illuminated. And so this month is going to be really about challenging gateways that are essentially directly linked to our time-released blessings. So just holding your highest states of consciousness through these gateways. Not going unconscious is key. And it's going to integrate and activate more of these stabilizing, grounding energies, with Minnie's activated light bodies redirecting thought manifest energy back to the root chakra. My guides and my perception on a collective level are guiding me to I am mantras, meditations, and just reestablishing foundations internally and physically. And my guides are showing me that just overall there's been a sense of security that has been disrupted for many, and many may have just came out of like a void space, or maybe even just attached from like an energy vampire, and now you're kind of like as highly empathic beings, you've merged with someone else's unified field and you've become aspects of them. So now that I am meditation, I am focus, is needed to like reground back to like the root of who we are. We're essentially needing to just realign to the foundational aspects of who we are to transmute that separation within as source back into wholeness again. This month is about the cosmic fire as well. So yeah, this is another thing that I've been experiencing is cosmic fire. So universally, I've been having visions of cosmic fire. I've been seeing and feeling it within. I believe this is due to like September is all about honoring the fire god Vulcanus. So like in Greek, in pagan holidays, September is all about honoring Vulcanus and Apollo, so the sun. And it's, highlighting, exacerbating. It does represent volcanoes. So in lava and heat, and it's like passionate energy. It's exuberant energy. It's transformative energy. Increasing planetary consciousness of Jupiter. So we're having more Jupiter awareness. We're having that heaven with thunderbolt. The glorious flame is activated. The 7 rays of Elohim, the 7 sacred flames, twin flames. I'm being shown that twin flames are going through some pretty intense transitions right now, but it's predominantly within themselves. But this is a key part, or it's an aspect of the manifestation that's going to unfold into some type of contact. And that Jupiter energy is also, supreme divine witness of solemn oaths. He's the keeper of the underworld. So hence, the month of September is also going to be about honoring of the dead ancestors in pagan and in Hindu. So ancestor worship. The energy of this ancestor worship and the cosmic fire is really activated as ripples of collective waves and critical mass points are accelerated at this time. It's a time cell that's all about harvesting and profound lunar and magnetic energy. So we have our Mayan tonal cell. So we have August 23rd through September 19th, and this is the lunar moon of challenge. That's what the month is called. And the energy is outputting. So we'll be expressing of the emotional body through action, but the action is only to redirect us to question aspects about the self. So you may be finding yourself asking yourself questions like, who am I, and what is my purpose, and what am I? And these energies are just amplified in cosmic fire energy, redirecting us back to the root chakra. And I was picking up from my Orion guides, the illumination, the polarity is being amplified, and I feel like the Orions are the fire. They are the transformative, transmutive energy, being that they hold that dualistic nature. So it's always illuminated for you to see the light and the dark, to transcend back into unity. And that Orion energy is that fire. It is that root chakra. So with the lunar energy for the month, it's like I said, it's like that Orion energy where one comes to and its opposing forces work together. And I think that's like really the message that the Orions are trying to convey, is this counterbalancing each other in a field of stability. Black and white, night and day, good and evil, work and play, the yin and yang, the beauty of the relationship. And it represents the essential dance of two. Everything defines and is defined by its polar opposites. So we are described and highlighted by what we are not. And it is said, if the valley filled up, the mountains would disappear. The lunar tone actually helps us to see that it is light which creates shadows, and that winter and summer are two products of one force experienced from contrasting positions. Night and day are faces of the one earth as it revolves. Polarized states we encounter in daily life can serve as extremes which challenge us. The moon, keeper of lunar lunacy, reminds us that as we can only see one side of her at a time, so too might we be restricted to only one side of a perceptual equation. If we overlook the inherent unity that opposing forces are born of, polarity is experienced as duality. Duality, the destructive illusion of separation, denies that counterbalance exists to serve each other. Challenges that appear as hardships or struggle, when seen from another perspective, can bear the blessings of opportunity. So this is asking us to stabilize challenge by receiving opposition as a catalyst to generate wholeness awareness, embrace challenges as stimulating soul growth. So yeah, like, don't look at anything in our reality as bad, be empowered by everything, your light and your dark. And so moving on, we have 3 wave spells in this month, or in this time cell, August 23rd through September 19th. We have 3 wave spells. We have the Yellow Magnetic Warrior wave spell, and this is guided by intelligence. We have the red magnetic moon wave spell, which is guided by universal water, and white magnetic wind wave spell guided by spirit. And the wave spell is the journey through the 13 tones of creation. We essentially synchronize with the cosmic power of 13 to expand perception of time and comprehend life's unfolding from a multi-dimensional point of view. Each wave spell has a specific power that brings an energetic focus to the entire 13 days. And then that brings me to the Galactic activation portal days. So we have a 206-day cycle, and there are 52 portals. The 52 portals form the Loom of the Mayan, which is a bilateral symmetry pattern that reflects the basic pattern of our DNA double helix. Whatever your soul genetic origins are, expect like profound communication, connection, lucid dream, connection to the archetypes, connection to the angels, connection to the light beings that you might specifically communicate with. These are the times that the pulse and the wave from the galactic core, wave X, it is open, it is integrating, it is immersing into our cellular structures, into our quantum toroidal holographic field, into our physical body, and we are essentially activating the DNA. So like, you may even have more profound awareness of other galactic origins on these days. We're having a back-to-back galactic activation portal. So September 5th and September 6th, those are back-to-back galactic activation portals. So my guides are telling me that we're going to be experiencing more Pleiadian energy, just due to the fact that this is the month of the cosmic fire, and it's activating Vulcanus and Jupiter, and the sacred flames are the 7 Elohim, the 7 sisters, the 7 mothers, the 7 Hathors, the 7 rays of spirit, the 7 rays of God. So this is essentially the Pleiadian energy. So expect more profound Pleiadian energy, and it could be just as subtle as you feeling like you want to heal yourself, or you are ready to step into those roles and help heal others. Whichever that is, the Pleiadian energy is usually very profound in that guidance, as they are the soul genetic energy that wishes to assist humanity with the spiritual evolution the most. So we have the full moon on August 26, 2018. And, that's the peak, that's the illumination, that's the revelation, that's the climax. This is when you're harvesting. This is when, we celebrate, express, receive, distribute, surrender, fulfill, all of those energies. And then we have the new moon, which is September 9th, and this is our instinct, our new beginnings. We're sowing our seeds, we're emerging, we're renewing, we're generating, we're planning, we're establishing, initiating, awakening. So we're going through all of the lunar phases, and the overall message for September, the overall message for August 23rd through September 17th is our very challenges are the gateways to our time-released blessings. The entire month is basically asking us, as the 13 tones of creation of Gaia, of cosmic Gaia, the cosmic universal fire, it's essentially asking us to view our polarity and our challenges as a positive thing, as to kick you into energetic focus of the mind and the heart and the light body, mind, body, and spirit, and focus on holding those higher vibrations through the challenges. Don't go unconscious, and ride this galactic cosmic wave through these galactic activation portals, and hold your highest timelines in place through the polarity, because the polarity is not there to get you down, get you depressed, get you disconnecting your connection as source creator, going into states of separation, entering into the void, merging with others' unified fields that are holding lower existences and vibrations, that if you align to that, it's going to pull you back into a cyclical pattern, choosing to go unconscious. Every moment is a choice. Every moment is a choice to see every moment as a blessing. So that's essentially what we need to do, is stay focused in that energy through this magnetic lunar month. We have 3 wave spells and magnetic energies. So that's attracting energy into our body. Like, we're pulling energy in. So getting right with your own vibration within first is key to mastery of magnetic energy. Magnetic energy is going to amplify the dualism if you hold duality within. And duality is that polarity is seeing light and dark and knowing that it is whole. Duality is only being able to see like one perception, having limited perception and living in that limited perception. So transcending that back into unity, transcending that back into wholeness, so you come full circle and see full cycle, and harvest when you harvest, and sow those seeds when you need to sow the seeds. So I'm just hoping that this resonates with somebody out there. I'm praying that this resonates with you. I hope that this is helping Galactics and Starseeds to understand that we may live in a 12th dimensional system of physical matter, but it doesn't align to the universal harmonic, natural, cyclical flow of the universe, into Gaia, into the moon, into the earth. So I'm connecting on that level. I know a lot of people are connecting on that level. We're having collective awakenings, and I'm just really happy to be a part of this journey. And if you're resonating with this energy update tonight, then namaste to you. I truly love you, and I truly thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope that you have an amazing, beautiful night. Namaste.